Hello, here's my preliminary predictions for February 2026 California bar exam. Let's say professional responsibility. For community, second, probably remedy in the detailed predictions. Contract law, evidence. As far as wild cards, say real property, Civ Pro, maybe a straight up law one, maybe will. Hello, this is the detailed predictions for February 2026 professional. So I wrote down the topics from last time because we always look professional responsibility anyways. So here is the first, this was the repeat, and then we go all the way to February 23. Let's take a look at what they did specifically in July 2025, this question number 5 here. So they mixed it with criminal procedure. If we look here under ethical violations, we have duty to communicate. So it's a criminal law setting. It's right here, 725. Prim, duty to communicate. What else we got? Which is the settling of the case, consequences of guilty plea, withdrawal. Okay, probably some other stuff. There was the judge's actions right here, number 3. So I don't think that'll happen again. And you see it was last done in 224. So I expect, and we just had corporate, so I expect a civil setting, which means, let's look at settlement offers again, conflict of interest and splitting fees. Could be the divorce. Could also be divorce here too. So I could copy this. Okay, that's what I think for professional responsibility. So we'll go ahead and hide this. Let's jump into community. So let's see what they did here in 225 on that repeat test. I don't think they released the answers to that, but I could be wrong. Take a look. 224. So both February exams. 722. I'm reading along the top here. 222 and 721. So let's see what they did. 225. Yeah, they didn't. I'm pretty sure they didn't. Yeah, they didn't release it. So I'll take a look at I'm going to download the questions now. So here's the retest here, and I'm on the CalBar website, and it looks like straight up assets. Voluntary stock, normal assets that we've seen before, but there's a premarital agreement in there. Premarital agreement. Okay, so let's take a look at 224. 220. Look at it. Community property question 1. Go to the essay outline. So we have transmutation, racing, some garage investment, and then the permanent separation. Transmutation, racing, garage investment, and permanent set. Okay, let's look at 722. Wills crossover. So I'll write that down. Wills. Just do wills. So we know it's crossed over with wills here. So let's look. So I'm not predicting it I am predicting in the wild cards. So we could have another crossover with wills. So let's see what they actually did though. Okay. So we have witnessing, holographic, revocation. Let's stick to the community property actually. So we have, I'll cover the wills in the wildcard video at the bottom. So we have purchasing, living in a separate state. So that's maybe I'll just write quasi. We always used to joke in law school, is it quasi or quasi? Anyways, clawback rule, preterm, that's clawback rule, death, clawback, gifts during marriage. Okay, so 222, what'd they do? 222 community property, question 2, titling basing disability, post-separation of those disability payments and loans. One more here, 721, super early here, I can hear sirens going. 721, it was crossed over with trust. 721 again. Quick. So what I would say for community property is that it could be crossed over with wills, especially since I have, okay, so it'll be lighter on the community property. And take a look at this community property. Take a look at the same things that in 722. Attention to that. I'm just going to copy it over. Okay, let's take a look at remedies. So we have the retest and the normal test. Let's see, 225, 724, 723, and 222. Okay, so I'm going to write what the remedies were, what context. So on the retest, remedies. So in the remedies, it was question number 5. So what is that? Injunctions and it's property. Injunctions, property. Okay, property, injunctions. So look at the legal remedies, ejectment. Okay, let's look at what question we're talking. 225, question number 4, contracts. Remedy. So money damages, expectation, consequential, reliance, specific performance, mitigation. So we have the equitable remedies. Okay, so 724, what happened? Remember this, the ball. Okay, so punitive, rescission, replevin, trust, constructive trust. Okay, 723 contract remedies. 723 Q5. Here we go. Reformation, rescission, latches, TRO, rescission, reformation, TRO, constructive trust. Okay, last one here, 222 Q3 tort nuisance remedies. So property, probably torts, property, tort. Nuisance. Torts, nuisance, coming to the nuisance, injunction. There was another question like way back about like French fries or something in like a fast food. So take a look at that one. I can actually tell you one because I think this one's going to come up again. That's my prediction for this one. We will see. I think it should be torts again. So take a look. There's another actually new. Did I spell it right? New. How do you spell nuisance? Nuisance. Is it with an I? Okay. So take a look at all these right here. Okay. Screenshot this. Take a look at all these nuisance ones. I think June 4th. One of these, there was this French fry. The fast food. I can't remember, but maybe it was this one. Yeah, see? At the end, number 4, public and private nuisance. Take a look at that one. Okay, that's it for remedies. Let's go to evidence. So we have the retest, 225R. We also have 220, question number 4, 223, 222, 221, 220, all the way back to just before the pandemic. Okay, let's go. So the test, question number 1 is right here. It's a criminal law setting. It had testimony, criminal law setting, testimony, and prior convictions. That in question number 2, call number 2. So prior convictions, and test. Let's look at 224. Here's California evidence. This is California evidence, so I should write that down too. So right there, I'll put CA, and this is CA as well. 220. So your proposition 8 this is criminal law setting. 224. Right to counsel. The lineups. Here's and business records. Is that right? It says answer according to California law. Right there. Admit under the California Evidence Code. Okay. So let's look at 220. This is federal. All right, federal here. And it is civil contract action. So we have expert testimony and lay testimony. Expert lay, learned treaties. Here's 222 crossed over with PR, and it's criminal law, California law, crossed over with PR. I'm gonna move this over like that, and then I'm going to say, let's put this here, and then we have to say what setting it's under. So it's criminal setting, right? Murder or say I statement against available declarant, which is statement against interest. So let's look at 221, California again. California, civil, someone's falling down the stairs. Character evidence, prior bad acts, subsequent remedial measures. Okay, so we have criminal setting California again. Yeah, I don't see, I think this is the one, yeah, this is drug dealers that kept good accounting books. Let's see. So criminal law, character evidence, hearsay. I'm going to write notebook just because I think it's funny. Character evidence and attorney-client privilege. Okay, so what do I think for evidence? I think it's going to be California again. Just because it is harder, I would say, so let's do, so California again. I don't just say it's going to be a straight California exam. I think it should be civil. And this subsequent remedial measures, all that kind of stuff, somebody slipping in a hotel, that looks pretty good to me, okay? Or a mall. There's a MBE question about slipping in the mall or something with slushy boots, something like that, all right? So let's just do the last one here, contract law, and we'll be done with California. Contract law, where are you? Contracts, 224, okay, and then the one before that, contracts, 227.19. Okay, and let's take a look at what actually happened. We could put if it was crossed over right here. Okay, so 224 contract UCC. Is that right? 224. Yeah, contract UCC. Okay, let's write that down. So it'll be either UCC or common law. I could put that right here. I'll put it up here. UCC. So we have merchants. Of course, right? Partial performance, delivery, terms, no mistake. Okay, 722. Common law? No, that's 1022. That's a baby bar. 722. Track to CC. UCC again. FOB, battle of the forms, rejection of goods, non-conforming goods, FOB, quantity. Let's take a look at 1020. So it was a remedies, not pure remedies, but it did have, maybe it was remedies. This is a mutual mistake. This is common law. Did I say that? It's like a service, something about painting. Okay, 220. Let's look at 220. 220 contracts. Mutual mistake again. Is this the painting one? Another painting one. Is that right? 220 Q3. Yeah. Common law, painting, merger, parole evidence, modification, PER, warranty. Oh wait, no warranty. Mutual mistake, integration. Okay, let's see what they did in 719. Contracts, UCC. This is a car. UCC car. I think it'll be common law again for this time. Let's see. Dead Man Act. Okay, I think it's going to be common law. It's going to be this right here. Maybe. But I would take a look at the common law contracts. Take a look at 1020 and 220 and any common law before 719. Start looking at those. I don't think they're going to hit you with another UCC. So anyway, that's it for a prediction. Let me know in the comments if you want to see the wildcard predictions for real property, civ pro, crim law, and wills. Okay? And these are the topics. You could screenshot this that I think you should know about.